Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing or Simnaya. And thank you all so much for the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. I am going to say this, and I probably may not say it again because I mean we are also supposed to learn from our past mistakes, right? Now, enough of giving platform. All these big influencers and all that, majority of them grew off black platform, right? And one thing with them is that when they start, they are going to be good people. When they are grown, they turn against you. I mean, this particular influencer, she has about 2 point something million, right? Followers. And this lady built her platform on black people. What she does is sing black songs, like lip sync to it, dance it, and all that. She got a lot of people supporting her, only for black people to find out that she voted for Trump, and they are not having it. And they made it clear. See, girl, we aren't taking this. We don't want to see you lip syncing to black songs and all that if you are not for us. So how are we supposed to be for you, right? I love the fact that you all came out to do it. And I think now she is trying to lip sync to her their own song. It is better. Now I am going to say this. Enough of giving people platform, people that will not value it. Let's continue to prioritize our own. Let's continue to build black influencers. I mean, let's help them out. Let them grow. And then know that whatever with the money is also going to black community, because the idea of making other people without making ours doesn't make any sense. Let's get into this video.
That brings me to another person. This one. Now, this white woman never came across my FYP, but I knew, she did the lip syncing to black music, seems almost exclusively. And a lot of people kind of like, oh my God, the cookout, the cookout, the cookout. First of all, there's no fucking cookout, okay? I'm going to burn down the tables. I'm going to salt the earth. There is no more cookouts because y'all just invite any and everybody to them shits. Because she mouthed the words of black music. Anyway, she did what a lot of people do, especially in the music industry, where they increase their audience by using black music and black audiences, and then when they finally get to a certain tier, then they switch. And to the people that are shocked, I want to know why. Like, what is it about her that gave you the shock that she votes for Trump? Like, seriously. It's not like I'm saying she looks exactly like a Trump supporter, but it's also like, what's giving progressive to you? Because if y'all are gonna tell me that the only reason why she seems like, oh, she's really for us is because she lip syncs black music, y'all are part of the problem. Time and time again, people use black music and black audiences and black spaces to, pad their resume and then move on. Post Malone was doing trap beats, rap, and all these collaborations with black artists. Now all of a sudden he doing country. Miley Cyrus, which actually kind of pissed me off. After the Hannah Montana shit, when she was trying to grow out of being seen as like a Disney star, started doing all the twerking and, having her ass out and that white tongue everywhere. And then eventually, finally got to like, what is she in, like the rock, maybe country-esque space? Like, I see her more so as a Pink, which is where I have always seen her. But she finally gets to a place where it's like, okay, yeah, this is the lane I'm in. Then it's all of a sudden it's, oh, I was smoking a lot of weed back then. I was using like a lot of drugs. I need us to have discernment. It's okay to enjoy these people's like, videos and content and stuff, but I don't think you should completely have your blinders on to anybody. Anybody. Not just her, not just white people, whoever. Like, to me, anyone I follow, I am like, even with men, most specifically with men, when I follow men, rarely do, but I'm like, there is a potential for them to end up being not what I think that they're gonna be. They're gonna come out in an unfavorable light, and you know what? Once I see that, sad, okay, but then I block them. Y'all's discernment needs a little fine tuning, because first it was this lady in the bathroom, and then it was Nara Smith's husband, And it's just a lot of white folks that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I had no idea. They literally used you for clicks and views and for money, the creator fund. Like, the easiest way to get people to fuck with you is by tailoring to the black audience. Once you tailor to the black audience, and we have like one of the strongest buying powers. And so it's like once we're into something, then other people are like, what are they into over there? Oh, let me get into that too. And then eventually co-opt it. Like Alex Earl. Y'all are shocked? A white woman from Jersey? Please. Also, Vinny from Jersey Shore. Honestly, would I say that shocked me? A little bit, only because, like, obviously I used to watch Jersey Shore, like, heavy, and I really liked Vinny. But then when I think about it, I'm like, he's a white Italian in Jersey, Staten Island to be exact. Like, the signs were there. And now there are videos and pictures of him that was at the Trump rallies. Like, let's be so for real, okay? It's okay to, follow someone, but don't just automatically assume that because I like their content, it means that they think that I should have rights. And just to close the loop, shout out to Black Lady in the Bathroom and all the black women that have been singing and lip syncing in the bathroom. And now the white girl is trying to be like, oh, I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm authentic, babe. And they're like, well, I've been black for 34. And I actually can say nigga. Like, you flew here, but they grew here. Like, please.
So there's a specific way that the lady in the bathroom is utilizing her TikTok profile at this time that to me signals a shift in how influencers are going to use social media moving forward. I haven't seen a lot of coverage on it, and that's what I want to talk about. If you don't know who the lady in the bathroom is, she's a TikToker who rose to fame doing these meticulously well-edited covers of her lip syncing songs in her bathroom and had a signature style. She's specifically under fire right now because we're in this group of influencers that's being passed around TikTok users, essentially who hasn't said anything post-election, with this idea being that most people who voted for Kamala Harris are in such a moment of shock, grief, fear, name any emotion you need to name, some sort of feeling place that their content is not strictly business as usual. I went to her recent videos, as you would, and one of the comments said, check her reposts. Her reposts look like the footnotes of an academic paper. There is a really clear and congruent thematic narrative in her recent reposts. Looking at her reposts, I know at least some of the reasons why she voted for Donald Trump. There's one from RFK Jr. talking about food safety. There are numerous kind of humorous videos about the price of groceries under Biden versus what the price of groceries is going to be. She very intentionally reposted creators of all backgrounds, men, women, white, black, talking about why they were voting for Donald Trump. There were a couple of things there about sort of pride in Christianity. And so what was interesting to me is that historically, when influencers have wanted to maintain their platforms, they have made some kind of statement. But as we know, not only then do you have the words that can be pulled and analyzed, but that video, not only can that be stitched or duetted, even if you turn those off, that video can be screen recorded. And a way that she's protecting her image in this moment is that you are not going to have a video of her that I could play up behind me little pieces of and talk about, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, let's talk about this. There is nothing face forward of her talking about politics. There's no written statement of her talking about politics. And she laid out an argument at the same time by sharing the content of other creators. Can you imagine if we extend that out now on, if instead of them talking about it, they just repost surrogates and ambassadors? Can you imagine if a brand is in hot water, if they just repost UGC? If we enter this new space where it's normalized that influencers don't have to face forward, talk about the beliefs of the platform that they're creating, and instead they just cite their sources, like if you skipped over the paper and you just gave your teacher the list of the sources. So sort of saying like, here's everything that informed my opinion. There's nothing with my name on it, but there's an argument right here. From a media landscape perspective, it's fascinating. A lot of people, MAGA, I assume, are coming through her comment section and talking about the fact that no one should have to share who they vote for. It's this very sort of extremely virtuous, kind of locked in. We should be allowed to have profiles that are just love and good vibes. And, nobody can tell you to share who you voted for. And, people should be allowed to create their content regardless of who they vote for. And, people shouldn't lose their businesses because of who they vote for. It's interesting whether you consider it privilege. It's interesting whether you consider it naivete. It's interesting whether you consider it bullshit. But getting back to the point that I was making earlier, this idea that if we accept that influencers at a certain level are business owners from the beginning, people have decided that they would support this brand over that brand because of the political donations that the brand was making, because of the stance that the business owner was taking in the community. So actually, there's a historic precedent for supporting or not supporting a business based on the political statements and contributions that that business owner makes. And influencers are business owners.
The thing about the lady in the bathroom that get me is one of her videos popped on my For You page a couple days ago. I haven't seen her in like 2 years. I looked at the profile. I showed my wife. I was like, hey, look at her friend group. She got like 3 or 4 like homegirls. I wasn't expecting her to have a friend group like this. Just to find out. So that shows me that I got black friends. That shit don't mean diddly doo-doo squat.
Now that everyone realized that the lady in the bathroom is a Trump supporter, I'll never forget that time when Boosie was performing at LSU and she was dancing on that stage, how he pushed her out the way and let that dude dance. I'll never forget that. I felt bad then, but I don't feel bad no more.
Lady in the Bathroom and Kylie Pitts, what do they have in common?
What I love about the Lady in the Bathroom remakes is that it proves how mediocre she was to begin with.
Not that long ago, they were calling Kylie Pitts mediocre. It's on my page.
You thought what you did was irreplaceable?
Yes, you're just here to hate on yet another successful creator. Oh, and she's white.
We just indulged you because we thought it was cute.
Excuse me, you said what now? You indulged her because you thought it was cute? Are you trying to say that she was only successful because of you?
But it was never excellent.
Or you can just admit that you're jealous.
It was never difficult.
So if it wasn't that difficult, how come you didn't do it yourself?
It was never groundbreaking.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. To be successful, you don't have to do something that is groundbreaking. You just have to be excellent at what you're doing.
We allowed you the opportunity to be cute in your bathroom.
Who is we? Who are you talking about? I don't know if you scrolled with your little fingers through FYP, but there are plenty of black women supporting Lady in the Bathroom and actually liking her content. Now, there's a bunch of you who are a bunch of haters.
And now, black women everywhere are taking away that opportunity.
Wow, black women everywhere. How powerful. So I don't know. Maybe you should stop talking for all the black people or just for all people in general.
We allowed you to appropriate us.
To what now? Do you guys sound like a broken record. It's always the same thing with you guys. Stop with this whole cultural appropriation.
And she used our music, our culture, our creators, our influencers.
First of all, it is not your culture. It is world culture, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
To spit in our faces.
And second of all, spit in your face? Really? Because she supposedly voted for Donald Trump? Ah, there it is. So because she didn't vote for Kamala Harris, now you're trying to cancel her. This is pathetic, seriously.
We give and we take away.
You know what you give a lot of to a lot of people? Headache. That's what you give.
I just want y'all to want better for y'allself at the end of the day. Like clockwork, a white person pops up, knows a black song, speaks with a little bit of twang. Like literally, y'all just did this with Mama Tot and the police officer. Y'all just did this. Every single time somebody come up here, oh, they got a little bit of rhythm. They know some words. They used their radio back in the day because she knew snap your fingers. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't watch the video. It's a creative video, sure. But y'all opened y'all hearts, opened y'all cookbooks, opened y'all cookout invitations again, just to get y'all hearts broken. I just want y'all. Lamar Jackson is insane, by the way. I just want y'all to want better for yourself. That is it. That is it. Just because she disappeared when nigga was said in the song. Oh, that means she not racist. No, she just knows what to do to make sure she gets a lot of views and makes a lot of money off of TikTok. Guys, come on.
So this is all I got from this video. And for those that do not understand, I am going to put up her picture, or probably put a lot of her videos so you all will see. She is a lady in the bathroom, and what she does is she plays black songs and lip sync to it, dance to it, freestyle to it, and all that. And she has been able to build of a platform through black people, right? Because majority of the people, I mean, like when she started, everybody was like, oh, she knows how to sing. Like, you know how some people are always very blind to support some kind of people, and which I have decided that I do not have YT influencer that I will tell you that if this person is I am a diehard, whatever, I don't care, right? And one thing I am going to say is that you black people will never stop being disappointed, not until they make black content corridors their favorite content corridors. Because if we prioritize our own, we'll find that we won't have so much expectation from all these people, right? So let's first of all prioritize ours and stop giving platforms to people that do not merit it. And people like, you all can just sit back and think about the people black people have given platforms, that ended up, I mean, at first it's going to be a lawyer journey. Before you know what is going on, they just go all off and on the people that give them platforms. So what is the essence of giving them the platform? This has happened times without number. Check all of them that built up the career of black people. They always have the same way they operate, and I have never missed it. It is always, they have a certain kind of way of operating. I mean, when they are growing, they are very good, like, great people. And when they are growing, they are no longer the same people, right? Now, I am going to say this. It is time we stop giving other people platforms. Let's prioritize our own people by giving them platforms. I mean, she has been all over doing black thing and all that, growing off black platform, and only for people to find out that she is also a Trumper. She also voted for Trump, right? And people are not having it. You cannot be making money off people that look like me, right? And you did what you did. You think you are going to come back to start all over again with black songs and all that. No, we are not going to take it. If we ever see you with singing black song and all that, it's not going to be easy. I love the fact that you all hushed her, and now she is trying as much as she can to do. Let her continue with their own song, people's song, so that let them watch her, right? Some people are with, I don't know how they do it, but this is just how they are, and nothing is going to change it. Not until we start taking our own people serious. Let's continue to build ourselves. I keep saying this. Why? Because the person you are building, it's just like, I don't know how to say it, but like, I hope you get what I am trying to say. Can you imagine raising a cub, right? And not knowing what the cub will be when the cub is grown, right? And you all know what happens. I mean, can you imagine raising a cub to a lion? You might get like, you might wake up to like, whatever you wake up, and that is just the saddest part of it. Giving people platform is not the major thing, but what comes out, like, comes out after giving them the platform, will it be for a better use or for, I mean, they also use it against you. They've been using it against people that look like me. And it is time we prioritize our own people first than other people, because you all know what they do with it. I mean, we don't have to continue like this. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.